AI is learning from the internet. But what happens when the internet is slowly filling up with content made by AI? Think of the internet as food for artificial intelligence. Every article, image, post, review, code sample, and comment becomes part of the diet. AI does not understand the world the way humans do. It studies patterns. Which words appear together? Which images match which descriptions? Which answers sound likely? Those patterns come from huge collections of data. Books, websites, research papers, images, captions, videos, code, public conversations, archives. The internet becomes a giant training library. For years, that library was mostly human. Messy, brilliant, biased, funny, wrong, original, and strange. It came from people living real lives. But now, more and more of that material is being made by AI itself. Blog posts, product descriptions, stock images, fake reviews, generic answers, summaries of summaries. Here is the loop. AI writes content. That content gets posted online. Later, another AI model scrapes the internet and trains on it. Then that model makes even more content. At first, this sounds efficient, but if the new model eats too much recycled material, it can start learning from the echo instead of the source. Synthetic data is not always garbage. Carefully designed AI-generated data can help fill gaps, test systems, and protect privacy. The danger begins when low-quality AI content spreads everywhere and loses its label. Nobody knows what was made by a person, what was made by a machine, or what was copied from another copy. That is the difference between clean synthetic data and polluted synthetic data. One is labeled, controlled, and useful. The other is anonymous, repetitive, and drifting away from reality. It is like making a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. The first copy may look fine, but each generation loses a little detail. Edges blur, texture disappears, mistakes become harder to see. Researchers call this risk model collapse. That means a model can slowly lose variety, accuracy, and depth when it trains on too much synthetic data. The problem is not just that some information is wrong, the bigger problem is repetition. If the same average answer appears everywhere, AI may start treating it like reality. Not because it is true, because it is common. That could affect search engines where people get summaries of summaries instead of original sources. It could affect education where polished answers remove uncertainty, disagreement, and the hard work of thinking. And in health or finance, a wrong answer that sounds professional is still wrong. Smooth language does not make bad information safe. Creative work can flatten too. The same lighting, the same faces, the same jokes, the same safe story shape repeated until everything feels familiar before it begins. When AI trains too much on AI-made content, rare human details begin to vanish. The strange phrase from a real grandmother, the weird photo from a small town, the imperfect story from someone who actually lived it. These details are hard to fake at scale, and small mistakes can become permanent. A wrong fact gets generated, then copied, then summarized, then used as a source. Eventually, the mistake can look older and more trustworthy than it really is. So the web starts to look less like a library and more like a polluted river. There is still clean water in it, but you need better filters to find it. That is why original human-made data may become more valuable, not less. Verified writing, real measurements, first-hand reporting, human art, human records. The future may depend on provenance, proof of where data came from, who made it, when it was created, and whether it was changed. In the future, the question may not only be, was this made by AI? The sharper question may be, can we prove where this came from? That is the strange twist. AI may make human creativity more important by making fake creativity cheap. If synthetic content becomes endless, then trusted human knowledge becomes scarce, not because machines are useless, but because intelligence needs contact with reality. If AI keeps eating its own garbage, the future of intelligence may depend on protecting the signal from the sludge. Because in a world full of synthetic noise, real knowledge becomes rare. I'm Alan. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find it useful. Thanks for watching.